Alright, I'd like to do a quick tutorial on the differences between a Mitsubishi TD-04, which is here on the right, and a Garrett GT-17, which is on the left. And so these are the common turbos that you'll find on Saab 9.3 and 9.5s. And so this is a blown turbo Garrett. You can see, if you can catch that, terrible shaft play in it. But so blown, and I just did a post on my web about the advantages of upgrading from the GT-17 to the TD-04, but the challenges that you might have. One of the things is that I always recommend people when they get one, if they buy a used one, to try to get the cooling lines, the coolant lines, and the oil lines. The oil lines aren't as critical, but the coolant lines are, and I want to demonstrate why that is. And really what it is, it's the size of the banjo bolts. This is the exhaust housing of the turbo on both sides. They're oriented the same way. In the car, they'd be oriented about the same way. And this rear banjo bolt, which I have stuck in on both of them, would be going to the lines, the coolant return line that I have here. Let's see. Let me show you the first one here. The first one is for the GT-17. You can see that it's a pretty large one, but that's how that would look. And of course, the banjo bolt uses two copper washers, which I don't have on here, but you're able to put those together. And then the reason that you can't use the same lines on the TD-04 is I want to demonstrate that. So here's the turbo line from the GT-17. Here's the banjo bolt from the TD-04. And if we put them together, you're going to notice that play. And there's a little bit of play. And so when you mount them together, you'll notice that play. Now, this can be overcome by using oversized washers, but it's easiest just to get the lines from a TD-04, and I've got one here, that same cooling line. You'll see when I put that one in, there's virtually no play. Then when I tighten it down, you can see as I tighten, there's not nearly as much play. So the big difference is the size of the cooling banjo bolts. And there's one on this side, and if I flipped over this turbo, there's one on the other side as well here. This would be oil supply on the top, and then the oil return tube on the bottom. And so that is the major difference. Other than that is a direct bolt-up replacement. You won't have to deal with any other problems aside from that, and you can enjoy a turbo that has quite a bit more power and is more robust than the Garrett. So I hope this video is helpful for somebody.